They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. First down, Love to pass. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down.
Love. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And this one complete to Gafford. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Second and 10.
Going back to Love. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Love.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now gone. Sharks got it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember. But back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
From the 50, it's gone. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
the gun on third down. Goff.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From just shy of midfield, Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, it's Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and very short.
Love. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Goff. Thomas has got it, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw is Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Goff now to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The give is to Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Love.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, let's go. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, going to the air with Love.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Love. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He finds Watson. It's caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Jones again.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Love. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what all...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
First down, Love to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw. Love. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Goff now looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The 20.
One play at a time.
Touchdown,
Here we go.
Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers on one play have taken the lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Escaping, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.